I'm checking this check out. So I just wanted to talk about how what to look for, what to look for in people, who's real, who's not real, these kind of things, because the thing is, right, you never really know who's who and what people stand for until you go through certain shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And that can be on various different situations. Because a lot of people think that they can trust certain people, that certain people are got their back, certain people, ride or die, however you want to call it, however you want to describe it. But that's usually when everything's going well, or when everything's just normal, or when everything's just cool, But when everything's cool, when everything's well, if as long as they can probably, some people think as long as they can get a benefit out of you, they'll be around, that kind of thing, right? But really, you don't really know who they are, bro. You don't really know who these people are. You think these people are, legit people, but you'll only really find out if these people are really legit, and really solid, and really they really got your back. They really ride for you. You only really find out that, bro. You only really find that out when certain shit's happening. So you could get sick, ill, whatever. You could be broke. You could be going through shit, and that's when you really see who's really around, and who's really TRU, right? Who's really about. You really see who's really about what they say, right? Because people are fickle. That's just the world we live in. I would say people are more fickle these days, especially more so. Because there's just a lot of things going on, a lot of distractions, a lot of just a lot of things that are just altering people's mindsets. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are just fickle in life, and it's not like I've only just realised this. I've known this from before. But as you get older, as you go through certain things, as you be around different people, that kind of thing, you start to see more. And not everyone will see this though. Not everyone will be privy to what's going on. But I am, because I've got a clear head. I've got a higher sense of consciousness. I can, I can just, as I've got older and as I've been able to keep my mind clear, right? Clear thinking and all that good stuff. I'm just able just to see, as that saying goes, something about snakes in the grass. You gotta cut the grass, see if the snakes are in there or whatever. See, I don't need to cut the grass to see who the snakes are. If you're gonna use that, if you're gonna use an analogy kind of thing, I don't need to do that. I can just see. I can just stand out a mile off. You know what I mean? The snakes might as well be bright white or bright pink in green grass. It'd be easy to spot them. But okay, I'm just using that as a bit of an analogy as to how I'm able to gauge people, know how people work, that kind of thing. But going back to what I was saying, You never really know who people really are until you either at your lowest moment in life. Again, whether you're broke, you're sick, you're on your deathbed or whatever, you know. That's when you really see who's really there. Because a lot of people talk a lot. People say a lot of things, you know what I mean? People say a lot. They say a lot, but when it comes down to it, they're doing a lot, right? And this is why, you know, you can't really trust people. You can't really trust people these days, you know. You just can't trust them. And that, you know, I've come to realize that myself. You know, certain people who have fought with TRU, not. But hey, you know, I'm not one to cry about it, because I can accept the harsh realities of life. But then that only makes me more wiser to you know, makes me more wiser, makes me more knowledgeable, makes me able to, you know, just to see things again, you know what I mean? See things with 2020 ultra vision, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can't really. But what, you know, you just can't really trust nobody. You just gotta be careful. Be careful who you're around. Be careful what you tell certain people. You know what I mean? Be careful. Just be very, very careful who you tell things to, who you're around. Right? And it's, you know, it's not easy. It's not good. You know, it's not really a good thing not to trust people. But that's just the reality. That's just the reality. I think you can't really trust people. You'll only come across maybe one or two people in life who are really true. You know what I mean? You'll only probably come across that once or twice in life. And then people are few and far between. And you know, and even worse, sometimes they're the people who end up fucking coming out of your life for whatever reasons, you know what I mean? So just be careful who you trust, be careful who you bring around you, who you bring around yourself. Because a lot of the times it's the people, you know, it's the people who are around, the people who are closest to you, bro. Right? The people who are closest to you, they're the ones what usually be the ones doing the fucked up shit. Right? They're usually the culprits, which is sad. It's sad, but that's just life, innit? It's sad, but that's just life. So, you know, until you're really going through something, that's when you know who you really got. That's when you know who's really about what they say and what they do. Until then, you can't. This fucking dude doing. You can't 100% have faith in certain people, and that's just, again, it's not, you know. It's not a nice reality. It's just not. Obviously, you know, as humans, we want to have faith in people. We want to trust people. We want to, well, you know, that's what we want. We want to do that. That's how we are. You know, that's how we are as you know, that's just how we are as humans. But again, that can be your undoing. You know. You know what I'm saying? So the real message is just be careful who's around you. Just pay attention. Pay attention to who's around you. Pay close attention. And why are they around you? What are they only around you when, I don't know, when you've got some money? Are they only around you when you've got something they can benefit off? Are they only around you, you know, because they're bored? Maybe, you know. all these kind of things, you know, that's just a few examples, but you gotta really look at those things. You gotta really look at those that little minutia. You gotta really look at those little things and tot them up and see if you can spot patterns. See if you can spot any patterns in that. And if you do, then you know who's really about, who you really shouldn't really be around, to be honest. So, you know, not every a lot of people wear masks, you see. A lot of people's masks slip. You know what I mean? A lot of people's masks slip. And you see the truth, you know. You see who they really are. Because a lot of people are full of shit, to be quite honest. A lot of people are full of shit. You know, and unfortunately for me, I've only ever come across one real person who wasn't full of shit. Unfortunately, he got taken away. But I'm not gonna go into that. But what that tells me is that those kind of people are few and far between, you know. So just be very wary who you keep your company, what kind of company you keep. Just be wary of it. But there's people out there that will take advantage, you know. And they might do it in certain ways where they might do it in very sly ways, you know. So just keep an eye out on people. Just keep an eye out on the people you're around. Just keep an eye out, you know. Because inevitably people will show who they really are. You know, sometimes it takes a while to spot. Sometimes you can spot it straight away. But if you pay close attention to detail, you'll see who they are. And those kind of people, you know, they can kick rocks. Those kind of people, make them kick rocks. Because really, you'd be better off by yourself. But then a lot of people, see again. But then this goes into another issue. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people are afraid of being by themselves. A lot of people are afraid of being lonely. You know, I'm not. And this guy, I'm talking like I'm not. I'm talking in the respect of whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Again, this all, you know, covers all that. A lot of people are afraid of being alone. A lot of people are afraid of being lonely and that kind of thing. So they may have people around them that they really shouldn't be. But people might think, oh, well, it's better than having nobody around. But guess what? Little by little, those kind of people will slowly drain you. They'll slowly just eat away at you and take away from you. You don't even realize it's happening. You know what I mean? Unless you pay close attention to the signs, you know. So without this video going on any much longer, so yeah, I'll sign out now, and with that, I'm out. Until next time.